What it do, my gente? Your boys coming through once again. And on today's video, we're gonna talk about these protests are going on, still going on, and people are pushing, man. And you know what? Shout outs to all those guys who are protesting on a peaceful way. You know, we need more people like you guys, man. We need more people like you guys because you are doing a great job. I've seen many videos of artists marching and showing the support. If they want to do it for clout or not, they still out there. Simple as that, man. Um, let's not forget, America's your country, man. Because I can guarantee you that maybe 90%, and I think that's a low number. Maybe 90% of all those individuals who are protesting are USA citizens. They are protesting because of their parents, their uncles, their grandpas, and yeah, they're flying the Mexican flag, but they are USA citizens. Those individuals are not trying to live in Mexico. They are citizens of the United States. So let's stop messing with this stuff, because I seen even a cop telling them, hey, go back to Mexico then. If you want to fly that flag, go back to Mexico. And guess what? Those guys are citizens of the United States. That's just what it is, right? Dispensa. But let's not forget that these protests are peaceful. Yes, there's going to be a handful of individuals who are acting out, who are waiting for a time like this to come out and loot businesses, do their shenanigans, right? And people like this make the whole protest individuals look bad, right? But and the reason why is because the media decides to point a camera at that, and be like, oh my God, look what they're doing. I can't believe that, you know. They are illegals and they're going into the iPod and stealing all the iPhones. But it is what it is. Now, how about this No Kings protest? Right? They did it yesterday. Over 2,000 cities, I believe. Like millions of people out there on the streets protesting, flying the Mexican American flag. That's what's up. Peaceful protest. Peaceful protest. And the same way that you guys, I'm talking about the YouTubers, who took the time to speak on what's going on in LA, saying that my Mexicans were using kids as shields, like Mr. What's his name? JD Delays was saying on his reaction channel. How people were saying that it was only Mexican flags on the parades when it was not true. There were some American flags. I will not name those guys, but they were saying it was nothing but American flags, right? When people are saying that they were rioting, they're not protesting. Now, why don't you guys take the same energy and report what happened on this protest? Meaning, people were protesting against Trump. I guess his parade, the illegal situation. But there were Trump supporters who were shooting at these protesters, pulling knives at these protesters, running over these protesters, instigating fights against these protesters, and taunting by driving by those crowds. I don't see you guys carrying the same energy, right? But sure enough, when the people in LA were protesting, you're like, oh, they're a bunch of animals. They don't know how to protest. This is a riot. But when those guys who support Trump do it, I don't see the same energy. I don't see nobody speaking on it. And guess what? I'm going to speak on it. I can care less about Trump. Whether you're a Republican or Democrat, I don't even care about a political party. I believe that both political parties are corrupt. That's just my belief. That's not my vision of saying go to the left, go to the right. But I'm talking about what I see. And it is funny how people come out, they make shorts and make videos about the protests in LA, which yesterday parade, man, wonderful, man. We had San Diego, LA, Northern California, Oakland, and that's just California, man. They said it was it was like 2,000 cities, or yeah, cities who went out there and protest, man. That's wonderful, man. It was wonderful, and they did it in a peaceful way, even though they had Trump supporters taunting them, pushing the weight on them, because they want to see a reaction. So guess what? So the camera can get it. Look at these animals. Look how they acted. There was this video, right? On, I believe it was Oregon, I think, Portland, Oregon. There's this crowd. A white girl was trying to burn. Oh no, a white man was trying to burn a American flag. There's fire. He's trying to throw the American flag. This Mexican came to us and said, "You're not burning that flag." I mean, my parents are from Mexico, of Mexican descent, and you're not gonna burn that flag. And they still attempted to burn that flag, but he was able to save it. So again, all this burning stuff like that, that's unnecessary. At the end of the day, just getting people mad, And again, you have to pay attention to who is doing this. Just pay attention, man, because people do it with ill intent, not to throw a message, but get a reaction, And that's not good, man. I've seen people burning the Mexican flag, and one thing that I'll let you know, man, burning the flag in Mexico, that's a crime. You go to prison for that. I don't know how it is in the U.S., but you go to prison for that. It's a big crime. So so it just tells you right there, man. Why would you burn a flag of a country that is housing you? For those individuals, let's just not forget. Most of these guys who are protesting as well, never been in Mexico. Possibly don't know that much about Mexico. They just know that they're Mexican descent, and I guess their way to show their support is by flying the Mexican flag. Now I see a lot of people flying both flags. There's even a flag that is combined. I like that. I like that. I seen this. I don't know if he was a rapper or something making a statement. So ignorant, man. I'm just gonna say, I'm sorry. It was ignorant, and I seen it on the YouTube channel. There's a YouTube channel that talks about a lot about trending things that has to do with music, and I think the guy his little punchline says something about "let's see the clip" or something like that, something around those lines, right? Always about talking about people from Southern California, the rappers, right? Or "let's see it" or something like that, right? And he put a video of this rapper saying, "You know what? All these individuals, YouTubers, rappers, who come to the protest just for clout." Like, he was like basically saying that no respect for these individuals. Get a rock and put yourself in the front lines, right? That's his idea. That's just his idea, thinking that by getting rocks and creating chaos, you're putting in work. You know how ignorant that statement sounds? You're not helping nothing. Ask that guy who was throwing those rocks to the ICE agents, right? They were driving those cars. What happened? I bet you he's fucking like, darn it, I should have done it. I'm pretty sure he's kicking his fucking. Nah, he regrets doing that, man. They're gonna break him off, man. They're gonna give him a gang of time, and all for what? All for what? He gets pumped up. He's not thinking straight, and he makes a decision like this, a life-changing decision. But yeah, go to the front lines and throw rocks. How stupid that fucking statement was. And even though he's supporting the movement, I can identify when somebody talks dumb, and that's him right there. So let's keep with the protest, peaceful protests. Let's keep those going, man. Let's show that we're not animals. Even though they show yesterday, they are the animals. I mean, shooting people on the in a peaceful protest. What is that, man? What is that? But sure enough, nobody's reporting this. That's why I decided to make a video on this, and it's a topic, man, that I believe people like us, people like me, need to speak on more, because topics like this, it's changing, are important, but it's changing our culture. I feel like it's an attack on our gente, on our beliefs. Everybody's gonna have their own ideas, and at the end of the day, man, we don't have to agree with them, but we can respect them. I got respect. I got respect for those guys who are going for Trump. I got respect for those guys who are going against it. Do your thing, man. It doesn't matter that I believe. I believe with some things that Trump says. I don't believe with some other things. Like when it comes down to this, separating families, going after hard workers. I don't believe in that. You can call it a crime. You can call it all that stuff. But who am I to judge that? I committed a heinous crime. I shot people. I know people who haven't alive people, and sure enough, they want to point a finger, calling them a criminal. When in reality, they are a criminal as well. They broke a law. They did time for it. So it's just the audacity. It is what it is. But this is my video of today, man. Hopefully you have a wonderful day, and keep protesting in a peaceful way. I do highly appreciate it. I'm pretty sure there's a lot of people who can't go to the streets. Those individuals appreciate it, and they feel backed up. But do it smart. Don't listen to ignorant people who want you to create chaos. Don't do that, man. But ahora sí, with this being said, we are out. To next video. Gracias.